times should me and my wife get it in a month? Realistically.
I would say 6 and 3 sucks. That's a minimum.
That's a lot. Are you a good man? I don't mean to...
What's the number? So number answer.
Good
How
man.
many times?
A month? At least 21.
21.
Never mind.
But when anybody asks that question of how many times, it's as much as the person who wants it the least. So if her answer was 2, the answer would be 2. And then you have to figure out how to fill that 19 gap where you should be doing more in the sexual relationship. There is no magical number. However many times a person who wants it the least, that's how many times you should be having it. And if you want to change that, change the way you have sex with that person, change the way you love on that person, change how much you do around the house, change how much you help out with the kids, change how much you do pick up for soccer practice.
Or you could just rub one out.
No.
You ain't got to do no extra work. You ain't got to take out the trash. You just,
Here online is that single mothers are less valuable on the dating market. Do you feel like that is fair?
Fair is the wrong word, but I think there's truth to it.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is there is a level of disqualification that's going to happen because a man that is high earning, high value has a lot of options. Now, does that make that woman a bad woman? No. Does it make her unworthy of love? No. Does it mean that it's never going to happen for her? No. But odds are most high value, high earning men want what they want. And sometimes the extra baggage of children, not to say that children are baggage, but you know what I'm saying, that's not going to be the choice. And also, I think too many women are letting too many men baby mama them more than once.
Shout out to the baby mama
Imagine
maker.
having a woman that can change the course of your life emotionally and spiritually, and you disqualify her because she has a child that can also guide you in your personal, financial, and spiritual journey. At some point, we have to level up emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
Yes.
And acknowledge that children are not the standard to disqualify a woman. There's so many other things that people can provide, whereas if you say, but if you have a child, I don't want it. So now you're robbing yourself of your own spiritual journey, your own emotional journey, because you have a rigid mindset of what you like.
That would be the assumption that one doesn't have the other. Like, imagine a woman that doesn't have children that can help you to grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, and energetically. If you have the option, and that's why I'm saying you got to look at it where both things are even. It's not to say that women that have children are worse and women that don't are better. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the reality of a good woman that comes into your life, if a man is blessed enough to actually get a good woman that wants him to grow and wants to evolve and wants to be in her feminine and wants to submit and all of these different things, then that's a blessing in itself. However, if a man has all the options, why would he choose a woman that already has children?
Option doesn't mean that that's who you were ordained to be with.
I agree.
So you can have many options, but don't let that trick you out of your spot. There's infinite pathways to God.
True.
Right?
Yes.
So that means that we're not just paying attention to options, we're paying attention, who is my soul guiding me to? And your soul may guide you to what your desires have absolutely nothing to do with. And I also acknowledge we may be having a conversation about two different people.
Yes.
So we're talking about on a human level where you just want to date because you got money and you want to have all of these different options. Cool, you're going to get what you get.
Right.
But if we're talking about people who are dating for the specifics of healing, growing, and evolving, then they better be conscious of the choices that they choose.